Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DCA Takedown episode 224. I am D-Wall, here with you on commentary. Malik Brown not here once again, but regardless of that, Malik will be back soon. Don't worry about it. Tonight, in our main event, the world champion Dante Styles will be in action as he takes on Takuma Fuji, who was chosen for this opportunity by Dante's opponent on the next episode of Takedown, Everything or Nothing, in John Blackos. That is happening tonight. Plus, we are going to determine who will be in the finals of the Johnny Sinclair Memorial Tag Team Classic. You see the final four: the Real Wrestling Throwbacks, Divine Greatness, the KBC, and Future Shock. And one of those matches is about to take place right now. The Real Wrestling Throwbacks are about to take on Divine Greatness. The winners of the semi-final matches tonight are going to move on to next episode, where we will determine the winners of the Johnny Sinclair Memorial Tag Team Classic. And remember, the KBC, if they lose the match tonight, essentially they will lose the DCA Tag Team Championships, and we will crown new champions next episode. It doesn't mean that the winners will be crowned the champions. That's not what it means. It just means that the KBC will be out of the tournament and therefore will lose the championships. So we will determine who will be the champions, but that's what the KBC wanted. They wanted this, and they're going to get it. But as you can see, Patrick Lawson and Robert Tanner, the Real Wrestling Throwbacks, Tanner on the left, Lawson on the right, coming out here for their matchup against Divine Greatness, who pulled off a miracle on the last episode, beating the Black Cathedral in what many consider an upset. But now Lawson and Tanner, Lawson obviously with the beard, Tanner the one with the English flag, former DCA tag team champions in their own right. They have been to the mountaintop before. They want to get back there again, especially with Revelations on the horizon. We just announced, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see social media, we announced that Gateway to Heaven will be taking place in Tokyo, Japan this December. And of course, you know that is the last mega event before Revelations 10, our season 10 finale. As you see, Brian Barnett on the left, Alex Divine on the right, Divine Greatness, a team who have been chasing the tag team championships here in DCA for a long time. Former Campeonatos de Parejas, the tag team champions, the championships in Battle Pro, but they have yet to win gold here in DCA. But they are looking to punch their ticket to the finals of this tournament, and if they do so, they will be potentially one step closer to becoming DCA World Tag Team Champions. And they have all the tools to get it done. The question is, can they get it done? Can they do it tonight? We are going to find out in just a matter of moments, folks. And this should be an excellent tag team match. Here to kick us off on Takedown, as you see, Robert Tanner is going to kick it off with Alex Divine. Bell rings and we are underway. Again, thank you all for joining me for another episode. It's been a kind of a slow go as of late because of other things going down, but we are here back with more takedown action. And again, thank you for joining me. If you could, real quick, if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Here's a cover by Tanner, only a 1 count on Barnett. As now Tanner trying to get the advantage, but Brian Barnett able to stop it with some elbows to the midsection, and now he's going to try and drag him to the corner, or to the ropes rather. And now look at this. And kick right to the midsection. Referee letting that go because it wasn't a low kick. And now the tag. Here comes Alex Divine with the most overused tag team move in virtual wrestling today, the drop toe hold elbow drop combination. Like I said, tonight our main event, it will be the DCA World Heavyweight Champion Dante Styles taking on Takuma Fuji as chosen by John Blackos. Also, Eric DeVille takes on Jeremy Barnett here tonight. Both men searching for a win and possibly a future Burnout Championship opportunity. Of course, that championship will be on the line at Everything or Nothing next episode, when the champion Javad Fox defends against both Tomas Ramirez and Jazz. And now another drop toe elbow drop. And now Patrick Lawson finally gets tagged in. An Irish whip over the ropes and a right hand. Robert Tanner, the more cutthroat of the two. A little bit more technical is Robert Tanner, as you can see now. Tanner using his strength, just slinging Brian Barnett around. Into a cover here. 1, 2, nope. Also, the Celestial Champion Michael Connelly is in action tonight as well. Now, look at this. Sit out power bomb rather. It's Patrick Lawson back in the match. Quickly now going to the corner with some right hands to the body. Rights and lefts, actually. Yes, Michael Connelly is in action tonight. As the road to Everything or Nothing continues. And remember, next episode is our 225th special. It will be Everything or Nothing. Big exploder suplex by by Lawson. And Lawson now scooping him up and slamming him down. And now the tag into Robert Tanner. And Tanner doing a bit too much gloating. And here comes Alex Divine, who runs into a knee. And now Tanner gonna send Brian out to the floor, but Alex Divine now taking advantage of that. It may not have been practical, but it did get the job done in terms of getting momentum back on the side of Divine Greatness. 2 elbows in the corner. There's a cover, but only a 1 count. And now, big knee to the face. Now, missing that elbow drop. And Tanner now trying to get back control. Irish whip into the ropes, duck down, leapfrog, and went for the, oh, he got the punch. I thought he just missed it, but he did not, but it only gets a 1 count. May not have gotten all of that punch that he wanted to. And now the tag in once again. And now Patrick Lawson with a German suplex. And that is what Lawson and Tanner are so good at. Cutting the ring in half. They are, when they call themselves the Real Wrestling Throwbacks, that's not some fancy nickname. That is an exact fact. As you see now, going for the throwback bomb. But now Brian Barnett is in the ring, and he gets sent out to the floor. But now Alex Divine, just like he was on the last episode, all by himself, trying to get momentum back for Divine Greatness here. Dug down, and a dropped hold, and I think Tanner's face raked across that bottom rope on the way down. And now sucks to be you. And now, is he going to go for that elbow drop that he used on the last episode? Takes down Lawson, and a double axe handle. I did not expect that. And now Alex sending Tanner into the corner. Tags in. What are they thinking here? Brian Barnett with a rocket launcher. And now, Tanner doing the wise thing and getting out of the ring. But wait a minute, Brian Barnett with an elbow. And Divine Greatness have control, but can they finish him off? That is the question. In goes Tanner. Lawson gets bulldogged. It is all-out pandemonium, but that is how much these titles and the title shot means to these four men. And now, what is this? Alex Divine with a hangman's neck breaker. But Tanner's back up. Sucks to be you out of nowhere. The cover. 1, 2, and now 3. Divine intercepting Lawson on the outside, and Divine Greatness have punched their ticket to the finals. Look at this. Look at this right here. Alex Divine with a hangman's neck breaker, but Tanner got right back up, only to get put back down. And it does suck to be Tanner. As you see here, Lawson tried to get back in, but he was intercepted. And now we know the finals, one half of the finals, Divine Greatness moving on to face either the KBC or Future Shock. Next episode, one of those two teams will face Alex Divine and Brian Barnett for the DCA World Tag Team Championships. Will it be Divine Greatness for Divine Greatness? Next episode, we are going to find out. They are moving on to the finals. And one step closer to championship gold for the first time in their DCA careers. We are back to Takedown after an explosive start. Divine Greatness moving on in the Johnny Sinclair Memorial Tag Team Tournament. They are going to face either KBC or Future Shock next episode with the tag titles on the line. And like I said, can Divine Greatness finally become DCA Tag Team Champions? They've never done it before, but they have an opportunity on the next episode to get it done. But to do it, they have to go through either Future Shock or the KBC. And now you want to talk about a hoss fight. Well, we're not in for one of those tonight. But it doesn't matter to this man, Jeremy Barnett. He just wants to fight. And he will do just that tonight, because he's going up against Wicked Erek DeVille. However you want to put it, whatever you want to call him. Erek has not been around much since he lost the Burnout Championship. However, you know for a fact that Jeremy Barnett, he doesn't care. He wants to fight. And both of these men, you know, are looking to get one step closer towards a potential opportunity at championship gold, and even more so than that, at potentially an opportunity to enter the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. Because you know, with Revelations coming up, that means Gateway to Heaven season is on the horizon, and you know what that means. That means 8 men and 8 women will have the opportunity to climb the ladder. And at the top of that ladder is a briefcase. And inside that briefcase is a guaranteed DCA World Title shot for the men and a DCA Wildcats Championship match for the women at Revelations 10. And you know the percentage of women and men who have went on to win the Gateway to Heaven ladder match and then went on to become champions at Revelations. It is a near perfect record, at least on the women's side. So you know both of these men are looking forward to this matchup. As you see here, they're just striking away early. We're not wasting time here. We're getting right to the nitty-gritty. And like I said, it is Revelation season. Everyone wants to be on that card. Everyone wants the opportunity to be at the biggest show in DCA history. As now, Jeremy with some round kicks. And now Barnett off the ropes, went for a boot, nobody home. And DeVille, nope, nobody home on that exchange. Big shot. And you know that Jeremy Barnett, he's a brawler. He's a street fighter. He likes to ground and pound you. And that's exactly what he's looking to do here to Erek DeVille here. And now look out. Gutbuster. Nicely done. Into the cover. 1. Only a 1 count. And now, big shot. Off the ropes, big elbow. And now big knee. Trying to slow the pace down. Cover, only a 1. And now, out of the ring, using all the strength to get out of the ring there. And now, again, look at this, just by the head. and slinging him into the ropes. Slinging Erek right into the barricade, I should say. Excuse me. And back inside. And earlier, before the commercial break, we heard from TJ Kennedy. TJ Kennedy, who got challenged by Jamal Bedlam. Jamal, the pure champion, actually calling out TJ Kennedy. And that match for the pure title is official for Everything or Nothing next episode. And now Erek with a cover. 1, 2, and no. So that match is official for the next episode of Takedown. Neckbreaker. And now he's going for a second neckbreaker. Yes, a second neckbreaker. Cover off that second neckbreaker and only a 2 again. But yes, that match is official for the next Takedown. It will be Jamal Bedlam and TJ Kennedy, a rematch from a few episodes ago where TJ, his foot was underneath the rope, but the referee did not catch it. And that led to Jamal winning, but it wasn't the win that Jamal wanted to have. And it probably wasn't the win that TJ Kennedy wanted to have either. He didn't want Jamal to win that match, but regardless of that, now we're going to see the rematch at Everything or Nothing, and this time the pure title will be on the line. So we're going to find out which one is truly the better man. Is it Jamal Bedlam or is it TJ Kennedy? We're going to find out next episode. Stay tuned to social media to hear about the date of when Everything or Nothing is coming your way. And also look out for the launch of our Discord server. Because I know a lot of people have been wanting it, and a lot of people have been demanding it, and it's been in the works for a few years now, but we're going to finally get that to you as soon as we possibly can. As now Jeremy was going for maybe a lariat, but runs into the sling blade and a big drop kick. And now, all shilling and things aside, it's now time to get back to this action here as DeVille off the ropes, big drop kick. And now DeVille in control. And now Shiranui, yes indeed, hooks both legs. There's 2 and no. The Shiranui time-tested maneuver. As now DeVille another drop kick, and those drop kicks placed to perfection are definitely doing a number on Barnett here. But Barnett is not going to stand idly by and let that happen here. Not by a long shot, as you see. Just taking it now to Erek. And this is what I was talking about a few moments ago. Just, oh my goodness. That was an elbow to the back of the head, and that might be it right there, folks. 1, 2, and no. I honestly thought that was a 3, but we've seen Erek. If you know Erek's history, has been in some of the most violent matches with some of the most violent men in all of this business. It's going to take a lot more to put him down. That's for sure. Because now, look out. Going to hook up a suplex perhaps. Or maybe a sheer drop brainbuster, but no. Erek able to counter. And now another drop kick. And now look at this. The knee driven into the side of the head. That's 3 of them. And Barnett goes to the floor. And Erek is in the driver's seat. Like I said, you know both of these men would love to get an opportunity either at the Burnout title or even more so a shot at Gateway to Heaven. Erek in control now. And this is what he needed to do to take it to Jeremy Barnett in this match. He wasn't going to win in the power department, so he's trying to win with the speed and agility. But now, oh no. Barnett with a big elbow to the back of the head. Cover, 2, and no. That elbow to the back of the head may have done it in any other circumstance, but again, this is a different person you're in the ring with. And I think Barnett is starting to figure that out. But now Erek coming right back. Off the ropes, big drop kick. And those drop kicks have been working to perfection in this match. As now look out. Big frog splash. Cover. 1, 2, no. And we are back seemingly to Erek in control. But now Barnett, right as I say that, just takes him down. It's just a simple takedown, no pun intended. And now Erek coming back, no. Run into that, no. Kick to the midsection, and now kick to the midsection again. Look out, look at this. Fisherman Buster with a bridge pin. 2, no. What an excellent contest here. And it's only our second match of the night, as now Erek went for the frog splash again and nobody was home. And Erek is now in trouble. And this is not where Erek wanted to be. On the outside with a Barnett is not where you want to be. There's a huge chop. And now back inside. And now, look at this. Barnett, just a simple slam, just a simple scoop slam. Nothing but the basics here from Barnett. But that was just a basic shot to the midsection. And now, what's Erek thinking here? Big knee to the back of the head, driving him straight down to the mat. Here's the cover. That might do it. 2, no. It will not do it. I mean, there's a lot of people in the running who want to get a shot at that Gateway to Heaven contract. I mean, if you saw social media, you know, James Needham, who made his return to DCA on the last episode, he's already made his intentions clear that he wants in that match. You know, Erek would love to be in that match as well. You know, Jeremy Barnett would love to be in that match. If you're on this roster and you don't want to be in that match, then why are you on the roster is my question. And you know that Malik, whenever he gets back, and I guess Space Ghost will make their deliberations on who will be in qualifying matches that are going to kick off pretty soon, I assume. I'm pretty sure. To determine who will be in those matches, who will qualify for the ladder match. Because we don't just give participation trophies here. You either have to qualify or you got to give something up at the very least to be in that match. It's that valuable. As now, Erek ducking underneath that boot, but the ropes on that roll-up attempt. Super kick countered. Kick to the midsection. Big kick again, staggers him. And now, big shot right to the face. And into a German suplex that folds him up, and now we've got a double down here, but Barnett just able to get back up to his feet. That German took everything out of him, and now he's going to muster him up. The strength for a power bomb. Just enough strength to hit that power bomb, and that might, no, it does not do it. You want to talk about resilience, you're seeing it on both sides here. And now look at this, up top. What's he thinking? Elbow from the top. Cover. 1, 2, no. And Barnett is trying to ask himself, what do I have to do to put him away? That's the question, because every time Erek seems to be down, he comes right back. Arm drag, taking Erek down. And now into the corner, hard in the corner. No, Erek's back up. And now Erek out of nowhere, big DDT! Out of nowhere, dropped him on the top of his head, and it's over. Barnett did not see that coming at all. And Erek with an impressive victory. Look at how quickly this happened. Sent him in the corner, went for something, and then ran right into this DDT. Spiked him right on the top of his head, and it was all over. You think that Erek isn't wanting to be in that match? Do you think Erek doesn't want to be in line for a title opportunity? You must be kidding me. Erek with an impressive victory, back in the driver's seat, back in the winning column here on Takedown. What does the future hold? We'll see. Takedown is rolling on here tonight. We've had 2 excellent matches already, and we still got a lot more left to go. We still have our main event coming up. Dante Styles taking on Takuma Fuji as chosen by John Blackos. That is our main event here tonight. But first, we have this match. A match that was requested by this man, Jordan Silvia, a man who is still trying to find his way here in DCA. Reminds me of Alexander Washington, who also has been trying to do the same thing, though he haven't seen him in a few weeks here on Takedown. But nonetheless, Jordan Silvia, former DCA world champion, mind you. If you can remember your history all the way back in season 1, Jordan Silvia was indeed a former DCA world champion. Lost that title at Clash at Demon Head in the Doomsday Chamber to Malik Brown, and has not been a champion in DCA since then. He went away for a few years, but he's trying to find his way back. But tonight could be a banner night for Silvia if he can defeat this man coming out to the ring. The current DCA Celestial Champion, and a man who's had a lot of things on his mind lately, Michael Connelly. Code Red, Daddy Connelly's in the building, folks. And as much as I can make all the jokes in the world, and I probably would, this isn't the time for those said jokes, considering the fact that there has been a lot going on in the family life of Michael Connelly. And I know what you're going to say. That's just another day that ends in Y for the Connelly Kurosawa household. And yes, you're probably right about that. However, if you've been following Michael on social media, then you understand why I said the things that I said. But for Michael, he has to stay focused. He's got a lot going on between his team with Tomas and his worry over himself, his wife, Trinity, Yuki Marie, The End in UWL, with his friend Sly, Sly's had to deal with that as well. Like, it's a lot going on. And Michael has got to stay focused, because on the next episode of Takedown, he's got to defend that Celestial Championship against Sly Cooper. And you know Sly Cooper, a man who has been chasing championship gold here in DCA for many years and has been unsuccessful. He wants to win that championship. And Michael now coming right out of the gate here on Jordan. Cover off the Northern Lights suplex, just a 2 count. But yeah, Sly has been unsuccessful several times at capturing gold here in DCA. And with him and Michael and Jeremy Paisley and others dealing with The End and their shenanigans in UWL with Luca Khan and Alexis Voon and the whole crew, you have to wonder if Michael and Sly, for that matter, can stay focused on the task at hand when it comes to next episode. It's a real toss-up who's going to walk out of that ring with the Celestial Championship, but we're going to find out on the next Takedown. It's a huge night on the next Takedown, folks. I can't stress that enough. It is our episodic special, Everything or Nothing, and we hope you join us for it. And now, Silvia with a roll-up. Only a 1 count, though. Again, like I said, this could be a huge night for Jordan Silvia if he can focus. And now, right hands. Jesus, 3. And then a Connelly comment out of nowhere. And this one might be over already. Michael did not come here to play around tonight. As you see, Mac Knife powerbomb. No, Silvia countering with right hands. And now what's Silvia thinking? Silvia, pump handle position, elbow to the midsection, and drives him down over his spine. I've never seen Silvia hit that before. Here's a cover. 2. No. I have not seen Jordan hit that move before, but I guess this just shows how seriously he's taking this match. This isn't just some pushover match for him. Oh, but he got caught. He got caught off the top rope, and a Knife powerbomb. And I don't think Silvia has any clue where he is. Oh, went for Thunderstruck there. Nobody home. Big jawbreaker. Went for forearm. Nobody home. Silvia now. Silvia gets another jawbreaker. And there's the forearm. And now Connelly is lining up Silvia again. If he hits another Connelly comment, you can just wrap it up right here. There it is. And Silvia got the breath taken out of him with that one. Oh no, is he going for another one? Knife powerbomb connecting. Fold him up like a wash rag. And now what's he thinking? Oh, he's picking him up. Going for probably Thunderstruck again and gets a super kick. And this is what I'm talking about. Michael might be too distracted with the end and with Sly and with his daughter and his wife. He might be too distracted instead of focusing on the task at hand. And Silvia could pull off a big win here. Off the ropes. Big spear! And Michael rolling to the floor, and I don't think Silvia even realizes it. And then now he does. Suicide dive! And this is the best Silvia's looked in a while here. I know he's been in UWL over the last couple of weeks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's Condition Red. Turned right into it. Didn't even see it coming. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Didn't even see it coming. Turned right around and just wasn't even prepared. Look at this. Into the suicide dive, right through the ropes. And then look at this. He tried to go for another one, but then he felt the footsteps, but before he even had a chance to react, it was already too late. Got dropped on his dome, and it was all over. And if Michael can do that on the next episode of Takedown, then he will retain the Celestial Championship. Michael Connelly with an impressive victory here, but now he's got to focus on Sly Cooper, and Sly, for his part, has to focus as well.
Jones from Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage, and I'm proud to announce my new Steph Curry Chicken Playoff Special. It's a whole chicken drenched in a spicy curry sauce. Then I throw it at you from 27 feet away. Splash! Now friends, you may ask yourself, how come we ain't got no LeBron meal? Well, what has LeBron ever done for Toby? At least Steph is out there representing my jingle. LeBron too busy pushing Kia. Hell, I ain't seen a brother get so much attention for a Korean CAW since Rodney King. And now you can enjoy a spicy curry chicken or family foot rub at home with my new Jones Spicy Curry Barbecue and Foot Rub Chicken Sauce, wherever fine sauces are sold.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
It's been an incredible night here on Takedown so far, and we are not done yet, because in just moments we are going to determine who will face Divine Greatness on the next episode of Takedown on Everything or Nothing Special for the Tag Team Championships. It's either going to be the KBC or it's going to be Future Shock. One of those two teams are going to go on to face Divine Greatness. And here we go. This should be a hell of a fight between these two. And there they are. Brent Starr on the left, Alex Shock on the right. Future Shock, one of the premier teams here on the Takedown roster. They have challenged for the tag titles in the past. They've fought champions in the past. But tonight might be their biggest challenge. Because now they are taking on the current Tag Team Championship. Tag Team Champions, I should say. And I can't stress enough the importance of this match. If they win this match, if Future Shock win this match, they effectively make the next episode's final for the Tag Team Championships. Future Shock would not be champions. Let's just make that clear. But the titles will be held up. But that's what these two men, Erek and Marcus King, chose. They chose this. They wanted this. They wanted the titles on the line because they were that confident that they could walk into this tournament, win, beat everyone in the tournament, and prove to be the top team in this division. Kings over everything, they say. That is what they wanted to prove by putting their belts, essentially putting their belts on the line, because originally they weren't even going to be in this tournament. This tournament was originally supposed to be a contenders tournament. So you have to wonder who were originally going to be in KBC's spot in the first place. That's what I'm questioning. I don't even know. I think that was a Malik decision. And I trust Malik. I don't have to go and ask him every little question under the sun. I have to with Space Ghost sometimes, but that's a different story. As you see Alex in the ring with Erek King. Of course, like I said earlier tonight, Jazz, the other member of the KBC, will be in action next episode when he takes on both Tomas Ramirez and the Burnout champion Javad Fox in a triple threat match. As Erek with an uppercut into the cover. Only a 1 count. Another triple threat match that is going to happen on the next episode is for the Battle Pro World Championship. That is made official after the controversy of the last episode where we had another rope break fiasco between Ben Taylor and BB Disco. That match is now a triple threat. It's going to be 3 of Battle Pro's legendary names going at it. Gorilla Black defending the Battle Pro World title against Ben Taylor and BB Disco. 3 world champions in one ring. That is a match for the ages right there. And also, as you see Brent Starr getting tagged in against Marcus King. Also on the next Takedown, it's going to be the Tradition, Arkan and James Dark teaming up to take on Zach Stone and Kenshin. That is going to be an epic tag team match. You know, Zach has had issues with James Dark pretty much this entire season. and he has not been able to get one over on James Dark at all. We thought it was going to happen at Redemption. It didn't. Well, it was going to happen before then. It didn't happen because they went one-on-one and James beat him. Then at Redemption, Arkan showed up and Zach got a measure of revenge, I guess, when he beat Arkan, covered by Marcus off the STO. There's 2-0. Then at the 12-year anniversary, there was a rematch between James and Zach, or at least it was supposed to be, but Arkan attacked him, leading to James winning the match. And that's what set Kenshin off, and now we have a tag match set. Brent with a cover off the knee lift and just a 2. So that match is official for Everything or Nothing, and of course, the finals of this tournament's going to take place. Divine Greatness will face either KBC or Future Shock for the Tag Team Championships, and of course the main event. We talked about it earlier. John Blackos challenges Dante Styles for the DCA World Heavyweight Championship. That is the current VWE World Champion versus the current DCA World Champion. Rocket launcher by Eric King onto Brent, and now Alex gets taken down, and a drop kick to Brent. Brent now on the outside, and this is not looking good because you do not want to be on the outside of the ring in a KBC match, that's for sure. That is a recipe for disaster, as you can see. And now into the corner, into the barricade, I should say. And now back suplex on the barrier. And now back inside the ring. Tag made to Marcus King. And now Marcus just waylaying Brent with these cross faces. And that is not going to be good if you're Brent Starr. Now again, more cross faces. And Brent is in a whole lot of trouble right now. And this is exactly how the KBC like to operate. Oh, look at this. Those cross faces right to the skull has split Brent wide open. And now Marcus is going to just take his liberties on Alex, who's defenseless on the apron. And the KBC have been in firm control here, isolating Brent from his partner as you see these strikes delivered. And Brent obviously not in a good position. There's a DDT and a cover. 2, no. And Brent desperately needs to make a tag, but when he's all the way across the ring in the KBC's corner, that is obviously not going to happen right now. And this isn't going to help any. A lasso from El Paso type maneuver. Now, more like a lion tamer. That's a lion tamer, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. That is a lion tamer with the knee dug right into the back of the neck. And Brent is in trouble and now able to sweep his way out. But how much damage has been done? Eric gets a forearm and now finally makes the tag. And here comes Alex. And can Alex be the difference maker in this contest? Mushroom stomp. Off the ropes now, and another head scissors. Takes down Eric. Down goes Marcus. And now this is how Future Shock wanted to get back into this thing. This is what they needed. Tiger bomb, excuse me. Hooking those legs, no. Not enough weight across the arms, across the shoulders to keep him down for 3. But this is just what they needed to get back on the driver's seat. There's a suplex. Looking perhaps for 3 amigos here. There's 2. And now a third. And now again, Marcus gets taken down. They are trying to isolate KBC like KBC isolated them earlier. And now Brent and Alex taking their liberties. Shooting star press onto Marcus. Erek is weary on the outside, I should say. And there's a big clothesline. Didn't look fancy, but I don't think it was supposed to. Super kick. And now Marcus finally gets tagged back in. And an STO. The one thing about the KBC, they aren't fancy. They don't want to try and be fancy. They don't want to try and be flashy. They just want to get in, get the job done, and get out. That's their whole mantra. They don't care about the glitz, the glamour, the fame, the fortune. They want to prove they're the best, and right now they are the best. They are locked. They have 2 different tag team divisions locked down right now. The Battle Pros tag team division and this tag team division. And now Erek gets taken down, but don't forget about Marcus. Roll up. Referee doesn't see Alex's hand under the rope, and that's been a problem here in DCA over the last couple of weeks. The referee, Robin Charleston, not seeing people's hands and feet under the ropes. Marcus moved out of the way of that moonsault. Now Erek gets tagged in. Big chop. More chops. The Eddie Mac Memorial chops here on takedown. Big drop kick. But yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Wayne about that, because the AES head referee apparently doesn't like to do his job and see people's hands and feet under the rope. Alex driving down Erek King. Down goes Marcus. This might be it. 1, 2, no. And again, the importance of that pinfall. If he had pinned Erek King right there, then the KBC would be out of the tournament and we would decide new tag team champions on the next takedown. That is how important that pin would have been. And I think the KBC are starting to realize, they're starting to feel the heat, if you catch my drift. And I'm not just talking about those suplexes either. And now Alex has got Erek in his sights, and a tope barrel roll, over the top. And now Brent gets the tag. And now down goes Marcus again. Off the ropes. No, Brent trying to get some speed. No, he takes out Marcus instead. And now it's going after Erek. This is the KBC's biggest test, it seems like. Future Shock are giving them one hell of a fight. Tag. In comes Marcus. Brent running in, but Brent runs into a German suplex with a bridge. 1, 2, no. This has been back and forth. But the KBC, just when you thought they were out, they're right back into it. And now Brent with a knee, but a kick immediately by Marcus. And now Brent's back up. The 2 heaviest hitters, and you see, like I said, speaking of heavy hits, there's a big shot right there. And now Marcus up top, went for the senton, nobody home. And now can Brent capitalize here? Up on the shoulders. Big gut buster. Brent off the ropes. Big kick to the face. Right to the side of the head. Here's a cover. 1, 2, no. And it has been a hell of a night right here tonight. And again, our main event is just ahead, folks. As now Future Shock looking to put it in the driver's seat and beat the tag champions right here. And now no counter by Marcus. And now Marcus again trying to get control back for the KBC. Went for another chop. No, DDT again. He is deliberately dropping Alex on his head. And a third one. Alex is getting dropped on his head multiple times. And you know why. Because Marcus likes to hit that black fist. And that's why Johnny Sinclair hasn't been around for a few weeks. Because he got dropped with a black fist, the likes of which I've never seen before. There's a 2 count. And not only a black fist, but Eric King delivered a foot stomp to the spine right afterward. And then Marcus came back and dropped him on his head. Excuse me, with a lariat. There's a cover, and that might be it. No, it's not. So that's how dangerous this KBC are. They are a dangerous, dangerous group. They do not care who they hurt. They don't care if you're in the way. If you're in the way, you will get put down and put down fast. And now, Frankensteiner, no! Alex hung on to the ropes. And Eric landed right on his knees. And now there's a Phoenix Splash. Eric tried to get up, but he couldn't avoid it. And this might be the opening that Future Shock needs right here. In the corner, Brent tagged in. And now Brent, water wheel face buster. And this might be it. 1, 2, and Eric kicks out. And that might have been the only thing that they needed to do here. And now Brent with a forearm. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, the sleeper hold. He cranked on that neck, and that neck is already bad to begin with. Black fist. The black fist on Alex, and Alex is out. Eric got tagged in. Brent is still out. And meanwhile, the KBC gonna take their liberties again. Jesus! Dropped him around the back of his head. Brent is already bleeding. And now Eric running back in the ring. I don't think Brent even knows where he is. And now, look at this. There's a neck breaker. And like I said, I don't think Brent knows where he is. He's bleeding. He had his neck cranked. Alex got black fisted, and it's over. And the KBC are moving on. But Future Shock took them to the limit. Look at this. Neck breaker. Spine buster combination, and then Alex gets speared off the apron. Brent had no clue where he was at. And now we know on the next takedown for the DCA World Tag Team Championships, it will be the KBC defending against Divine Greatness. It is going to be a hell of a fight between those two who know each other very, very well. The KBC move on in a hell of a fight with Future Shock here tonight. Our main event's coming up next. John Blackos chooses Takuma Fuji against Dante Styles. What's up, guys? D-Wall here, and I wanted to thank you for watching another episode of DCA Wrestling. If you would, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about how you can support this channel and support me directly going forward, and that is through Patreon. For just $5 a month, you get early access to all kinds of different content, including the Flowcast, where I talk about wrestling, video games, and other things. And you get early access to my next big project, which is a Saints Row fan discusses Saints Row. My very first video essay where I discuss the entire Saints Row franchise and my thoughts on the matter. But also you get access to other kinds of content, including Let's Plays, walkthroughs, and early access to content before it goes out on YouTube. And most importantly, you directly impact me and this channel with your support, with your contribution. It's totally optional as always, but any help is help nonetheless. And I thank you every single day for all of your support, because without you, none of this is possible. If you'd like more information, please head down to the link in the description and check it out. Patreon.com/DCA Gaming. Thank you, and let's get back to the show. Tomas Ramirez making it pretty clear on his intentions. He will challenge for the Burnout Championship along with Jazz at Everything or Nothing on the next episode when he when they both take on Javad Fox, the current champion. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. And again, like I said earlier, this is a match that was made just like the last episode's match was. This is a match that was made by John Blackos. Last episode, Dante was the one who picked John's opponent, which was JT Onyx, and that was a hell of a main event. This match was made by John to pick Dante's opponent, and he picked Takuma Fuji. And this is a massive opportunity for Takuma here in this match to face the World Heavyweight Champion Dante Styles, just with a little bit of time to go before Everything or Nothing. But you know Dante, he's not gonna back down from a fight. He understands the importance of this match as well, because he needs all the momentum heading into Everything or Nothing also. Dante's already made one successful title defense. That was at the 12-year anniversary show when he defeated Zaiah Steel in the rematch from Redemption, and now he is moving on to perhaps an even bigger challenge in the current VWU World Champion in John Blackos. And you gotta think, for Dante, this is the biggest career resurgence, if you want to call it that. Dante has defeated a former VW World Champion on 2 occasions now, and he may have had opportunity to defeat a current champion, current VW World Champion at Everything or Nothing. That's a huge feather in the cap. But speaking of a feather in the cap, Takuma Fuji, who returned a number of episodes ago, is now already in the conversation of the main event's picture, right now being chosen to face Dante Styles, formerly Tiger the Dark, but you know that story if you've seen UWL programming. Like and subscribe over there as well. Some good stuff going on in UWL right now, not including the end, which we're not going to get into on this program, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event for Takedown episode 224. It is Dante Styles, the current DCA World Heavyweight Champion, in a non-title match against Takuma Fuji. But you got to think, if Takuma wins this match, if he somehow is able to beat Dante Styles, and it only takes 3 seconds to do it, folks, then you got to imagine he'll be in the running for the title after Everything or Nothing. As you saw on social media, we only got 6 special events left, 4 episodic specials, and then of course the 2 big mega events on the calendar, which is Gateway to Heaven and Revelations 10 this season. After Everything or Nothing and after the Wildcat special, Death and Defiance, we have 2 more episodic specials for the season. As now Takuma with an exploder suplex, dropping him right on the top of his head. 1, only a 1 count. The next Takedown episodic special will be Redline, and then for Wildcats it's Shattered Midnight, and then after those 2 in November it will be Gateway to Heaven in December to close out 2025. And then of course 2026 we will end season 10. We will finally end season 10 with Revelations 10, our season finale. And now Takuma, look at this. Head scissors, taking Dante down, then a knee to the back. And another suplex. Takuma, realizing the gravity of the situation he is in, taking it to Dante early in this match. He understands how important this matchup is. Of course, he'd love to get a win, but even in a loss, if he somehow loses this match, he understands that this is his ticket back into the main event picture, both in UWL and in DCA, to show that he is a main event player. And Dante takes Takuma down. Modified scoop slam, and now just wrenching on the neck, trying to wear Takuma down, make sure he can't fly around any longer, because those high-flying maneuvers is what Takuma's known for. And if he can ground him, keep him on the mat, that's his best bet here. As you see, a number of scoop slams now on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, and then gives him a double axe handle into the cover. 1, and shoulder up at 1. Now Irish whip off the ropes. Nope. Takuma catching him with a knee right to the midsection. And a moonsault cover. 2. Nope. And now Takuma with a German suplex. Again, Takuma is taking it to Dante because he understands the importance of this matchup. He's taking it as seriously as he needs to be. There's a fisherman suplex with a bridge and just a 2. And while we have a moment here, wait a minute. I may not have that much of a moment. There's a suicide dive over to the floor. I was gonna say while I had a minute, Takuma not giving Dante any minutes. That's for sure. He is taking it to the current world champion. Oh my God. Dante is not having a moment to breathe, but Takuma can't let him. If he wants to beat the world champion, he's got to prove it, and that's exactly what he's doing right here. There's a flying forearm. Cover. 1, 2, no. I was going to say, while I had a minute, I want to thank all of you once again for joining me for Takedown, and if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1,600 subscribers, and it'd be great if we can reach that goal by the end of the year. And if you want to get a little more content, join the Patreon. It's free to join, but you can also jump in the paid tier if you wish to do so as well. Just a little extra help for the channel to upgrade our production, as you'll hear about on socials if you haven't already. Backbreaker into the cover, and 2. Of course, we are getting set for Everything or Nothing coming up in a little bit here. Release date will be revealed on the socials soon. We already know TJ Kennedy would challenge Jamal Bedlam for the DCA Pure Championship. Movesault missing there from Takuma. Burnout title on the line. Javad Fox defends against Tomas Ramirez and Jazz. Battle Pro World title on the line. Gorilla Black defends against BB Disco and Ben Taylor. There's a cover off the flapjack from Dante, and 2. Zach Stone teams with Kenshin to take on the Tradition. James Dark and Arcan. Celestial Championship on the line. Sly Cooper and Michael Connelly. Drop kick missed. We're gonna roll up here. Cover. 1, 2, no. The tag titles on the line. The KBC defend against Divine Greatness in the finals of the Johnny Sinclair Memorial Tag Team Classic and our main event. Dante Styles defends the DCA World Championship against John Blackos. A huge card. Next episode. 2, no. So that is all coming up on the next episode of Takedown. Dante off the ropes, big knee, nope. Went for the knee, got a kick in the midsection, and then a drop kick to that same midsection. And now Takuma deadlift him into a Yasuka DDT. Cover. 2, no. And for those of you who are wondering, because I know that there's some that may be wondering about this, Wildcats will be back. In fact, that will be the next show airing before Everything or Nothing is the next episode of Wildcats, episode 228. So get ready for that coming up as you see the single leg Boston Crab, but Takuma got to the ropes. And now Dante looking for something here. Pump handle slam. And now up top. You don't see Dante going up top very often. And that is exactly why he's not necessarily known as a high-flying expert. Takuma with a belly-to-back suplex. Now picking him up. Takuma looking for that enigmatic lariat, and he gets it. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. Just a 2 count. And now Takuma waiting for Dante to get up. I went for another lariat, nobody home. Drop kick on target. And now Irish whip into the corner. Big Yakuza kick in the corner. A hell of a kick by Dante. And now he's looking to give Takuma a receipt from earlier on in this match and flies over the top rope. And Dante Styles is back in control. Sending Takuma back inside the ring. Referee up to a 4 count. And Dante gets in, then gets a lariat right afterward. Off the ropes, but Dante with a flapjack again. Now up top. Went for the lariat and got a power slam. And a moonsault. And a power bomb, sit out style. 1, 2, no. And Takuma's got to keep the momentum going here. He cannot get too frustrated about the fact that he hasn't put Dante away yet. That exploder suplex. Takuma went for a knee, nobody home. Dante now has an opportunity here. Going for another slam, but reverse DDT counter by Takuma. Now what's he thinking here? Takuma with a power bomb off the apron. Sunset flip power bomb to the floor. But Takuma's done. I don't think he's done yet. Double X handle, no. Shot right to the midsection. He might have been trying to do a little too much. And Dante may be able to take advantage of that. But Takuma with a lariat. He finally got the lariat into the cover. 1, 2, no. He finally got that discus lariat, but it was not enough. Takuma powerbomb into the knee. Doing whatever it takes to get a victory here, but Dante defiantly kicking out at 1. And now DDT countered by Dante. And Takuma trying to get up to his feet, not knowing where he is, and then just gets hung on the top rope. And now Dante back up top. Will it be successful this time? No. Gets Jumped off and into the Jaguar knee. Shades of his brother Malik. 2, no. We've seen Dante employ that in the past. It used to be that Dante would do those things to mock Malik, but now it's more of a tribute to his brother more than anything else. And Takuma coming in with the strikes. And Dante on the back foot, leaning against the turnbuckles, and now being set on the top turnbuckle here. And now Takuma, what is this? Reverse DDT. Reverse suplex into a reverse deal. But you know, Takuma realizes he wouldn't win from that because everyone kicks out of the deal, even if it's a reverse deal. So he goes for a frog splash off the top rope, and it only gets a 2. But Dante is in trouble, and Takuma has to realize that. He has got to realize he has got the world champion on the ropes. And now what's this? Reverse DDT. Taste of his own medicine. Swatted away that drop kick and then gives him a knee again. 2. Just a 2. And now off the, no, I was going to say off the ropes into a knee, but gets a kick to the face instead. Takuma kicks Dante away. Going for a chop, no, kicks to the midsection. No, big knee by Takuma. Irish whip into the corner, and there's a kick. Slips off the leg, and a drop kick. Nice combination. And now can Takuma follow up? Off the ropes, went for the swanton and nobody there. And now Dante just repeated shots to the back of the head trying to keep Takuma down. Takuma kicks him away again. And a big knee again, but Dante's back up and another one. Takuma is pouring the pressure on here. Moonsault connecting perfectly into the cover, and again Dante kicks out at 2. But Takuma's not letting it get to him here. He realizes that he's got the champion on the ropes now. And went for the crossbody, but Dante able to catch him in midair. And scoop slams him. Just a simple scoop slam. And now is Dante lining up for another Jaguar knee. No, drop kick avoided. He may not have he may not have had all the power he wanted for that. Takuma with a huge lariat that took all the breath out of him. Drop kick avoided. Dante, boot, no, doesn't make it. Chop, blocked, kick to the midsection. Shot by Dante, sends Takuma into the corner. And now Dante, right hand. And now is he going? Yes, he is. The most overused move in virtual wrestling today, but no. Dante just gets swatted down. Now on Brett's rope, went for the moonsault, and again Dante able to avoid it. And now Dante stacks on deck, but he can't capitalize quick enough. That took everything out of him. Will this do it? 2? No. If Dante had been a little more quick on that count, that would have been a 3. But Takuma has another chance here because Dante took so much out of himself from that to stacks on deck. Forearm avoided. Big boot. And a right hand, no. Right hand by Takuma. Takuma with another lariat. And this time he is up on his feet afterward. He's got a little more energy. And now look at this. Into the Blood Queen's web. shades of the current Wildcats champion Beatrix Decker, the girlfriend of Kaneko, who, if you know Kaneko and Takuma's relationship, that should put 2 and 2 together right there. And yes, I said girlfriend, don't worry. I know everybody gets that wrong. I don't know why you get it wrong. Beatrix and Kaneko have been like a couple for forever now. So I don't know why people still think they're just friends. You know, rant aside. I mean, if you see their freaking Twitter, then how can you look at that and say friends? Like, come on now. Anyway, Dante doesn't give a damn about friends right now. The only thing he cares about is winning this match. He might try to get some friends at the club afterward if he wins this match, but he won't if he gets rolled up right here. No! Dante reversing it. There's 2. And now Takuma reversing it. 1, 2. No, and now Dante reversing it. 1, 2. No! Takuma back up. Nope. Both men bump into each other. Takuma off the ropes. Now Dante catching him off the ropes. And another stacks on deck. Can he got there a little bit quicker this time. 1, 2, 3. What a match. And you can't say Takuma didn't push Dante to his limit, because that's exactly what he did. Dante with a small cut. But that just shows how brutal this matchup was, how far Takuma pushed Dante. And like I said, I think Takuma proved, even in a loss, that he is well worthy of being in the main event picture. Look at this. Back and forth we go here between Dante and Takuma, trying to get the advantage in the pinfall, the Wayne K. Hayes pin struggle, if you will. You know he'd like that. We're not going to officially call it that, because then he'd get too much of an ego, and we know he didn't need that right now. Stacks on deck, right off the rebound. Dante this time with urgency quickly went for the cover, hooked it, and got the win. He couldn't hook anything because he was too exhausted, but you know what I'm trying to say. And now he has to focus all his attention on that man right there, John Blackos, the current VW World Champion. John said it's not going to be like it was back at Revelations a few years ago when he challenged for the world title. He's intent on winning it. Dante says he's not Zach Stone. He's going to beat John, but who will leave everything or nothing with the belt? We'll see you then, folks.